Big fat shout out to Hank Does Edits and Sir Goofs for helping us with the suit. And guys, stick to the very end for the greatest Spider-Man collaboration of all time. Oh, it's been months, and I still don't know how to improve my suit. I've tried everything, and look at this mask. It just looks so dated. If people see me outside fighting crime in this, they're gonna think I'm some kind of joke. And I haven't even started on the web shooters. All I have are these 2 watches. Are they gonna even be enough to trick the fans? I just wanted to be like you. No. The fans are slowly unsubscribing. What can I do? I need more time. If only I had some help. I wish I had some help.
Say, that's a cute outfit. Did your sweatshop give it to you?
Oh my gosh! There really are more of us! I'm sorry, who are you?
Well, my name is Peter Parker, and I'm
No
from...
way, my name is Peter Parker. Are you my brother?
Excuse me?
Sorry, this is just all so weird to me. I met this one girl, Spider-Girl, her name is Gwen, and she's from another dimension, and we... sorry, never mind, it's a long story.
Oh yeah, I know Gwen. She and I hung out yesterday.
Oh, you did? What did you guys do?
Oh, nothing much. I mean, she sometimes crashes in my dimension whenever she needs an escape from her dad. She and I went to Joe's for some pizza time.
Oh, I see. Okay, I'm sorry. What brings you here?
Right. Well, listen. This is gonna sound a little weird, but I heard a distress signal over in headquarters, and I just had this sense that you needed my help. This is for you.
What's in the box?
Let's say a minor upgrade.
Thank you so much! Man, I don't know what to say.
Hey, no problem. It's what we do, right?
Yeah, that's what we do.
Right. Oh, and by the way, don't tell anybody that I gave this to you. You see, I'm technically a part-timer, so I don't exactly have privileges to be visiting other spider people from different dimensions. I wouldn't want to piss off Miguel.
Who's Miguel?
Oh, you'll find out. Until then, I'll see you later, Spider-Man. Take care.
Bye, Spider-Man! Who's Miguel? Hey guys, and welcome back to Elboy Carson. And you guys have no idea how excited I am to make this video. So just a little bit about me. My name is Lucas, and I love Spider-Man Homecoming. So much that in 10th grade, I spent all of my life savings trying to salvage all the money I had to gather the materials for the homemade suit. And in that same year in 2018, I made 2 epic Spider-Man fan films. And both films have generated over 17 million views on YouTube. With that suit, I fought my first official rival, stopped some car thieves, fell off a 6-story building, defeated a freaking crime boss, and went toe-to-toe with the Punisher himself. No cap. But over the years, I have found a lot of inaccuracies and flaws in this suit. And I thought to myself, if I love that suit so much, I definitely needed to upgrade this suit from head to bottom. This is that video. Just when I was about to start, I was already stuck. This is my old suit. It actually held up very well over the years, but right now, it kind of looks very amateur. You were able to see into my eyes, and that should never be the case. If you guys see from my other films, you can definitely see my lips pressing against the mask. I decided to resolve that problem by looking into kind of a face shell. So I found this red silicone mouth shell. People usually use this for motorcyclers. They would put it up against their nose and their mouth and put a scarf over it to prevent dust from coming in. So I thought to myself, maybe this can hold a very good shape. And after trying it, I hated it. This is not an upgrade at all. Look at this ugly mouth guard. Oh my goodness. You can not only see the holes in it, you can see the whole thing. And if I turn to my side,
What the hell?
it literally looks like I have a bird's beak as a mouth. This was a no-no. Another obstacle I faced were the web shooters. You see, back in my old films, I didn't even have web shooters. It just magically came out of my wrist. I went to Walmart and found these black and red watches and thought that they would look good. When it seemed that all hope was lost, I got a call from Hank the Tank. Now, if you don't know who Hank the Tank is, he's the guy that made the Everything Wrong with L.B. Carson Spider-Man Homecoming. It's hilarious. You guys gotta go watch it.
Wow, those people back there must not care less about gunshots.
But he actually reached out to me and asked me if I needed some help with the homemade suit. And I thought to myself, isn't Hank the Tank a prop maker? Doesn't he have a 3D printer to make things possible? I said,
Yeah, hell yeah.
let's make the best homemade suit possible. First off, we went to Etsy and we're looking at some web shooter options. And most of them, not gonna lie, looked very bulky. And when I look at the Spider-Man homemade suit, I don't want my eyes to be drawn to the big bulky web shooters. We found the perfect one that maintained the most accuracy, but also had a very slim profile to do flips and tricks with. And for the mask, we wanted to go big too. I thought to myself, if I had a face shell for my No Way Home final swingsuit, there's gotta be a face shell for the homemade suit. Hank did some research and he actually found the guy that created a 3D file for the homecoming suit face shell. We are in business! So the web shooters were a success. You can tell that it turned out really, really good. This was a very hard process to complete the whole look. First of all, we had to find Under Armour red elastic wristbands. And second, Hank needed to print the files one by one to make sure that we get this cohesive look at the end. We did the priming, the sanding, the painting, the dry brushing, and the weathering. And added some cables too for accuracy. We stuck it all together, and this is what we have. I cannot be more proud of the final product. You can see that the webs shoot from this tube right here. It fits pretty snug. And another cool thing about this web shooters is that there are individual cartridges that are magnetized. If I run out of webs, I can easily snap it back into place and continue my web action as Spider-Man. The mask, however, was the toughest part. So Hank 3D printed a face shell for the mask. Unfortunately, it came out a little small, so he had to scratch that and print a larger one. And for the fabric of the mask, we were going to stick to the original spandex ski mask. But looking at my Hot Toys Spider-Man homemade suit, when I was feeling the head, it felt like this fuzzy towel material, which I had no idea where to get. One day, I pulled my hoodie out of the dryer. When I felt the inside of it, it felt like the same material as the homemade suit mask. And I asked Hank if we can invert a red hoodie and make that the material of my mask. But I remember receiving a text from Hank saying that he doesn't know how to sew the fabric into a mask. So Hank decided to send out a distress signal on Discord to the Spider-Man cosplaying community. And there's one guy by the name of Sir Goofs decided to take the challenge and help us with the sewing process. Now, Sir Goofs is pretty awesome. I looked him up on Instagram. Here are some of his work. I had faith that he could get the job done. Sir Goofs worked really, really hard on this project. And seeing how a sewing machine works kind of blew my mind. And he even sent me a video of him putting the finished product over one of his face shells and slapped on the lenses. And boy, oh boy. With the mask out of the way, it's time for the goggles and lenses. Now Hank actually found 3D files of the lens shapes. He actually had 3 that were inspired by the Hot Toys version, and I chose the wide eye lenses because I feel like that's more of the definitive look. And I have to be honest, Insomniac Spider-Man has absolutely butchered the look of the homemade suit because the eyes are pure white and there's no lens shape to it. So ugly. He printed the lens shape and he used some PC filter for the mesh and slapped it onto the goggles. And for the finishing touch, he used some unused iPhone cables to put it around the eyes. And this is the final product. And I want you guys to take a good look at it because it is so gorgeous. You can look carefully at the material of the mask. It's actually fuzzy and perfectly matches what it looks like from the movie. Here's a reference for proof. Now, the thing is, this is not a spandex. This is really, really tight on my face. You can see that Sir Goofs installed a zipper here. It's only halfway. So I'll show you guys what it looks like putting on the mask, but I couldn't be more happy with the hard labor of these two gentlemen. Now, it is my turn to complete the rest of the suit. I want to start with the hoodie. I wanted it to make extra homemade looking. I bought a brand new Fruit of the Loom red hoodie, grabbed a piece of paper, searched up a spider emblem for the homemade suit, cut the shape from the paper of it. Then we put the paper onto the chest of the hoodie and started using black fabric paint to slowly paint the emblem onto the hoodie. And guys, I made a serious mistake.
You made a serious mistake.
Paper, you see, is very flimsy. When we were painting it, there were so many times that the thin pieces of paper got stuck together and we almost messed up the design. That would have been catastrophic. But luckily, everything turned out well and the spider emblem is perfect. And after that, we cut the sleeves off of the hoodie and this is the final product. It totally looks like that a teenager could have made this on his own. The gloves were a fun process too. What we did is that we bought red and black fingerless gloves from Amazon, squeezed out the web lines using black puffy paint to complete the look. The thing with puffy paint is that they make the end product look more 3D and glossy, and I was a big fan of this look, and with this pair of gloves, I think we got a very darn accurate looking pair of gloves. While looking at the on-set photos of the homemade suit, you can see that the blue sweatshirt is actually hugging the arm of Tom Holland, making it more of a skin-tight feel. But if you saw from my previous Spider-Man fan films, you can see that the arm area is very puffy and has no muscle definition to be shown. I found these gilded, heavy cotton, long sleeve shirts and got the Carolina blue color to match the look. I got the small size, so it'll make it more tight looking. But for the pants, that was the hardest part. You see, the same company that made the sweatshirt stopped producing the Carolina blue women's sweatpants. And that is a huge problem. So I blindly purchased a bunch of light blue sweatpants to see if the two blues can match. And unfortunately, it just didn't fit. Why? But afterwards, I came to a very important realization. Dude, this is a homemade suit. Peter Parker probably went to a thrift store to salvage all the materials he needed for his preliminary costume. So what are the chances that he found separate sweatshirt and sweatpants of the precise same shading of blue? I doubt that. So in the end, we decided to choose the Amazon Essentials Fleece Jogger Sweatpants. I really like how there are the laces. The real suit also has those, so the socks were honestly the easiest purchase ever. Go to Amazon, you look up knee-length red socks, and here it is. When looking for the red water shoes, the perfect shoes from Dream Pairs that had the shiny surface has discontinued. We did some extra digging and found the Le Young brand instead. I mean, it looks lightweight and it gets the job done. However, if you look carefully, the soles are super thin. Now, I know what you guys are all waiting for. Let's piece everything together and see what the final product looks like.
Yes, sir. They have the car stopped at 10th and Grant's Spider-Man.
And what does that hero do? He just keeps on going.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on! Okay, guys, I just want to say it is an honor standing right here in front of you 5 years later with a complete revamped version of this awesome homecoming homemade suit. I told you guys, that if we get to 200,000 views on the No Way Home final swimsuit, then we're gonna do this. Cause I remember back in 2017, when I was 15 years old, the same age as Peter Parker in Homecoming.
I'm 15.
My brother and I, we just wanted to have fun. We just wanted to try something new. But right now, we have the support, we have the budget. I can promise you guys that this is the most realistic looking homemade suit that you'll find on YouTube. Everything about this suit just screams movie accurate. And I want you guys to look at the head. It's really cool that as the front view, it looks really round and wide, kind of like Tom Holland's head. When we look at the side, we can see a little bit of the face shell, but I can assure you that this mask is very, very snug. There is absolutely no room for movement, and it's super, super comfortable. And it's freezing right now. With this extra layer of insulation, I feel super fine. It's like so hard to put on this mask, and I'll show you why in real time. Check this out. So I have to slowly inch my way into the mask, and then make sure that the ears are flinged out, and then finally, gonna zip the zipper like this. And now let's take off the mask too. So gonna undo the whole thing and very, very slowly take it off, just because the shell really retains the shape of it. So yeah, man, not too long ago I added an update in the community tab, and to my surprise there was a fan that actually said that he could not tell a difference between the movie version and my suit. And honestly, I want to personally thank you for that, because it really, really boosts my confidence, and it really shows how hard that my friends and family put into this project to make this ultimate Spider-Man look. As for the suit, you guys can tell that it is a lot more proportionate this time. My arms are nice and thin, and also the hoodie is a lot smaller, so it hugs my skin a lot better. And I have to tell you, this suit is mad flexible. Seriously, I can really just move any way I want. Super, super light, nice and fluffy in the air. Nice superhero landing. There's seriously no limitations. I feel so free in this suit. But the real question is, can I do a round off backflip?
Watch this! Watch this!
I guess we'll find out. What's a Spider-Man if he can't do a flip? Let's do a backflip just for practice, yeah? That was actually more successful than I thought. I don't think I can even do that with my spandex suit. Another huge advantage of a homemade suit are the pockets. I can finally put my phone in a pocket or relax with the pocket on and not having to give my phone to somebody else to hold it when I'm in a spandex suit. You have no idea how annoying that is. Alright guys, as you can see, I had my hood up because I want to pay extra tribute to my amazing Spider-Man Homecoming fan film. In the movie, I had the hood up because with only the spandex, my head did not have a really good looking shape. But I'm really glad that right now with the face shell, we have a round head now. It's comparison time. We're gonna see how the new suit looks compared to the old suit. I really hope that you guys enjoyed watching this video, and I hope you like the suit that we all made together. I personally will cherish it forever. And I want to let you guys know that there is absolutely nothing wrong with owning just a homemade suit. Heck, I did it for 5 years until after I decided to get a spandex suit. But I hope you guys can like, subscribe, and share it with a friend to get to 100,000 subscribers. And to make the ending extra special, I decided to reach out to the Spider-Man fan film community and ask them to submit a little video of them in their homemade suits. So now, let's grab some popcorn, get into a comfortable chair, and watch this epic slideshow.
Yeah. Look. Haters going hate, ain't no one phased. Ain't the one raised, getting radio praise. Let's remember the name, cause I'm never gonna fade. You can tell I'm gonna be great. My whole life I dedicate to my dreams. Thinking about this day since I was only 13. Been creeping through the game and now I'm about to make a scene. And dreams ain't fake when reality is peak. Now I have to be in sync with my talents and my team. So I go self-taught, but I know been inspired by the GOAT. And a lot of it was cold on the off-season documentary where I approach my goals with real hope of growth. And I'ma show the globe. Let me show them how I do it. Every song I make, I'm trying to make an influence. I've been pushed down, fell short, gotta keep moving. Homies looked out there, for I know I never lose them. This that no season, lay low season. This that turn that music up just to cope season. This that I've been in a rut, but I grow season. This my heart is covered up, cause it's froze season, yeah. Middle finger to the earth.
Giây phút em gặp anh là em biết em si tình.
Wait, hey, that's not even a suit, that's just an underwear. Oh shoot!
In my heart, and it's pumping through my veins. I'm too clutch with it all. I'm too clutch with the bars, and I'm too clutch when I ball. Y'all can't be touching the frost. I'm too chilly. Shorty's getting nervous around me, they be acting silly. Old haters tell me I can make it now. I tell them really, that's what happens when you chase a dream. No one believes until you prove to them what you can be. I prove some things, yeah. And now I'm on my way. I gotta keep my family close. It's a crazy game I play, but this the way that I done chose. And it's maybe any day that I can really start to blow. But I'm steady every day, you know I'm chasing that growth. Let me show them how I do it. Every song I make, I'm trying to make an influence. I've been pushed down, fell short, gotta keep moving. Homies looked out there, for I know I never lose them. This that no season, lay low season. This that turn that music up just to cope season. This that I've been in a rut, but I grow season. This my heart is covered up, cause it's froze season, yeah. Let me show them how I do it. Every song I make, I'm trying to make an influence. I've been pushed down, fell short, gotta keep moving. Homies looked out there, for I know I'll never lose them. This ain't no season, lay low season. This that turn that music up just to cope season. This that I've been in a rut, but I grow season. This my heart is covered up, cause it's flow season, yeah.
Oh, Lucas, if you are watching this, I hope you're watching this. This is my homemade suit. I hope you like it. Obviously this doesn't have much time, but I made this out of spandex.
Hey Lucas, it's me, and I just want to show you my Spider-Man homemade suit. It's really cool. Me and my dad worked on it for my Halloween costume, but thanks for letting me be in this video. So bye.
Huh? Okay, don't freak out on me, alright? My name's Miles Morales, and I'm Spider-Man. We're not ghosts, right? Because if I'm dead, my parents are gonna kill me. Well, see ya.